The content on this channel has been created for adults. If you're not at least 13 years of age or older, then please do not watch this content. Sorry, dude. Come back when you're 13.
Yeah, baby girl. You know what I want to do. Come on. Yeah, baby girl.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. It's your homie Faith Chase, aka Chosen Effect, back on the deck. You already know, guys, we're gonna wreck this set. Now listen, it's a big weekend of music releases. As you know, we've got Eminem, of course, you already know this, and guys, we're gonna cover all of that. But I decided to take a quick break and get this Tom MacDonald in because I've been also waiting for this to drop. This is White Trash Madchild. And guys, by the way, we did hit that 1K. In case you missed that notification, I put a video out just for you guys to say thank you and a few other bits and pieces in it. Go check it out. I made the video for you guys, and yeah, thank you so much for the support. It means the world to me. But guys, right now, without further ado, let's get into this because I'm anxious to see what Tom has to say. He always has something really good and deep to say, so let's get it. Let's just get it.
This is for my white trash, the ones the whole world hates, the ones who voted for Trump, they got labeled racist, but ain't the ones with Paul.
Woo! Right off the back. Right off the back. Right off the back. This is for my white trash, the ones who voted for Trump, you know, and got labeled as racist, but they're not racist. It's like people have this thing going on right now where, oh, if you voted for Trump, surely you must be racist. As a matter of fact, people say that Trump's racist. Doesn't necessarily mean he is just because you think so. You know what I'm saying? People love to just freaking just put those stupid stereotypes out there. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, just because you voted for Trump does not make you a racist. No matter, I know some black people, matter of fact, who voted for Trump. What, they racist too? Come on, man. Tom, preach. I know what you're doing.
They got labeled racist, but ain't the ones with bald calves. Make America great, who love their country to death and struggle on minimum wage. Hey,
again, another stereotype. People with bald head, skinheads, and stuff like that. What? You got a bald head? What, does that make you instantly a racist as well? Does that make you a freaking, you know, part of the problem? Does that make you a bad person? People say that about people with tats and stuff as well, man. Like, oh, you got tattoos, you must be freaking, you know, this and that and the other, man. Like, people need to stop with freaking just taking and looking at a cover of a book, man. Just stop looking on the outside. Start looking on the inside, man. Stop judging people because of how they look on the outside and their skin and all that stuff. Let's go. Let's go.
to death and struggle on minimum wage. Hey, they're angry that illegal aliens taking work that maybe they could get. Single parents with some baby kids, hated for being a patriot. All my life I've been white trash. All my life it's been like that. The whole world been left leaning. I'm proud of the right who fight back. Been true.
Hey, you know, he's like, man, his whole life he's been called white trash. And you know, he ain't ashamed of where he's come from. He ain't ashamed of you know, even if that's his label, he'll own it. He's who he is. You know, and he's proud of the people who are fighting back and taking a stance and actually using their voice to say something. You know what I'm saying? It's too many people stay in the silence and their voice never gets heard, man. Let's just go. Let's just keep going. See what's, come on, let's go.
The whole world been left leaning. I'm proud of the right who fight back. Been chewed up, been spit out. They scream, but no one listens. They're sowing love and vote for Trump because politicians. They're our neighbors. They're our soldiers.
This is another thing, like, you know, people are tired of the crap. People are tired of politicians and their BS, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every politician is full of BS, but one of the reasons Trump won, because people wanted something different. Someone who wasn't a politician doing all the typical politician things, you know what I'm saying? You know, guys, like, seriously, man, he's speaking truths right now. I hope that, I know this song is going to upset some people because they're just not going to get it. You guys got to learn to look deeper and really, really, truly get kind of what someone is saying. You know, Tom is a deep person, man, and he speaks what he feels is truth. Like he doesn't sugarcoat it. He just says it like it is. You know, once you understand that, you really get to know what he's saying. Just like the other track he did, If I Was Black. There's some people who don't get what he's trying to really paint the picture of. But once you really start listening to his music, like so far, man, like everything that I've started to get to know how he is, you know, and what type of person he is, you know, and he's just someone who's just standing up. It's like the voice of the voiceless, you know what I'm saying? Respect for Tom. Let's keep it going.
Vote for Trump 'cause politicians, they're our neighbors, they're our soldiers, our men and women and children. They're the middle class families who got forgot by the system. And God.
It's like that. Middle class families. There's families out there who just, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, man. It's like the system is just not even paying attention to them whatsoever. It's like it's not just a white thing, it's not just a black thing, it's not just a Spanish thing. Like, this is a everybody thing that's going on that, you know, a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of people don't talk about these issues, and that's why I like Tom's music, because he brings up a lot of things that a lot of us are too scared to talk about, or don't feel like we have a platform to get our voice out, so that we can actually get it out, so that we can do something about it. Let's go, let's go.
Families who got forgot by the system. In God we trust, and all the guns are just backup. Rocking camouflage, don't tread on me, get smoked like
In God that we trust, but the guns are just for backup. Oh man.
Just backup. Rocking camouflage, don't tread on me, get smoked like tobacco. Yeah, we white trash, we rednecks, crackers since we were young. We grew close, we moved.
We was rednecks, white trash since we were young. Like, he's just telling it like it is. This is the world he knows. This is what he grew up with. This is who he is, and he's not ashamed of it. Obviously, he's letting you know that. And the American flag in the background is significant, because he's saying, no matter what you think, I'm still American. I belong here just as much as you or anyone else, no matter what your tax bracket is, no matter what color your skin is, no matter what your political beliefs are, or any of that stuff. Like, he's just laying it out for you. He's just laying it out. He's just laying it out.
Crackers since we were young. We grew close, we move slow. These colors don't run, yeah. Call us white trash, like we're someone they know. Call us white trash, like we care but we don't.
These colors don't run. Is that, was he saying, like, kind of like, you know when you wash your clothes, and you know you got like pinks and purples and all these other colors that when you wash them they run, but when you wash clothes, white doesn't run. You see? Tom, I see what you did there, Tom. I see what you did there. By the way, shout out, man. The beat is on point, man. The music's on point. Like, you already know Tom's gonna come with it, with the music and stuff like that. Always has you just freaking wanting to groove and stuff, man. Get your freaking just head bopping and stuff, man. And the lyrics, you know, he knows how to deliver a freaking verse properly.
Apologize for you don't like that I like my skin color, then you could.
He's like, yeah, I'm white trash. If you don't like the color of my skin, then basically you know what you can do. I always like saying this one, there's the door, see yourself out. I like saying that saying, I don't know. Man, preach, man. They on this. They on this. Let me rewind that.
Apologize for you don't like that I like my skin color, then you could. I like open gun laws. I like drunken bar brawls. I like drinking Budweiser. I like smoking Marlboro. We monstered up in that monster truck.
Just stereotypes, guys. Typical kind of the stereotypes that, you know how we black people have stereotypes like chicken, watermelon, all that kind of stuff. There's some white stereotypes too, you know, Marlboros and freaking, you know, Budweiser, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's these stereotypes. I hate that we live in a world where there's stereotypes, where we're freaking automatically just pigeonholing people with these stupid stereotypes and making assumptions just because of said stereotypes based on the color of our skin or our freaking demographic or where we live. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because someone lives in a trailer, for example, don't make them trash. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone lives in the freaking projects or freaking the ghetto doesn't make them trash. Doesn't make them a gangbanger. You know, it's oh man, I can go on about this, man. I'll let Tom finish it up though. I'll let these guys here, freaking Tom Madchild. Come on, y'all, keep.
Wiser, I like smoking Marlboro. We monstered up in them monster trucks, rolling in heavy machinery. We all believe in protecting what's up. We got that heavy machinery. Drink beers in a lawn chair. Nothing much going on here. Probably get a few long stares. Look like you don't belong here. Hey, please don't get mad at me. I did not put up the barrier. People are judging me for my exterior. Man, are you serious? Say the word white and they...
People are judging him for his exterior, man. It happens all the time. And it's not even, again, it's not a black or a white thing. It's the everybody thing. As soon as you see someone who looks like they're different, that they don't belong here, you know, it's like you have like this formal setting with like everyone dressed up in casual fine dining, for example, and then someone walks in there with freaking flip-flops and tattoos or something, and you're like, and man, that happens in our society all the time, man. People are quick to freaking treat people like they're an outsider, like they don't belong just because they don't fit the mold that you think they should fit, because they ain't freaking rocking things the way that you think they should be rocking things. Like, man, we need to change all this. Oh, it just upsets me so much, because why can't we finally in 2020, why can't we just once and for all just be people and forget about if you're freaking rich, poor, black, white, yellow, green, polka dot bikini, freaking just wow, man. For us, you know, to be, you would think we will learn from history. We will learn a few things from history, but in 2020, still doing the same crap. When is it gonna stop? When are we gonna change? Come on, y'all keep going. Let's rewind this. Let them keep freaking preaching here.
I did not put up the barrier. People are judging me for my exterior. Man, are you serious? Say the word white and they act like the furious. Mad child and I'm sick as white boy in my pickup truck. Shotguns, my girl's money. I'm a firecracker. We lit it up. We just living our best life. Don't wrap us up some wax scandal. Beer and blood on a white beater. Jacked up on Jack Daniels. Get my chicken at Colonel Sanders. Judge me and I'll backhand him. Tom, pass me that red mask and I'll beat it with an axe handle.
Like, I get my chicken at Colonel Sanders. Don't judge me. Just because I ain't eating Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. I think that's how he said. I might need to listen to that again. But it's like, in other words, still, no matter what he's doing, with no matter the stereotypes and all this, man, they own it and they ain't ashamed of it. And if you don't like it, then you know what you could do. Stereotypes suck. Don't they, though? Man, there's so many of them.
Sanders, judge me and I'll backhand him. Tom, pass me that red mask and I'll beat it with an axe handle. Call us white trash.
What did it say on there? Let me just have another look here.
Red mask and I'll beat it with an...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Make America hate again. Damn. Oh, Lord.
Judge me and I'll backhand him. Tom, pass me that red mask and I'll beat it with an axe handle. Call us white trash, like we're someone they know. Call us white.
By the way, I think that mask meant, just my opinion, but I just feel like it meant, like, you know, make America hate again. If, in my opinion, I think he's trying to say, like, hate all the freaking stereotypes, hate all the freaking negativity and the freaking discrimination, the stereotypes, all the freaking BS that's going on, all the people that are being ignored. Like, why do we stand for this? Why do we allow this to be part of our day-to-day in our lives? Like, change is never going to happen until people step up and say enough's enough. Like, we don't want to live a life like this anymore. We want our voice to matter. We want equality. We want fairness between everyone. Like, not just certain people get special privileges. Like, we all are created equal, supposedly. Why isn't that the case, though? You know, we need to change this whole freaking thing. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. You know, let me know what you guys think, though. But this is just what I'm getting from the song. You know what I'm saying? It's just my reaction, guys. You know, so let's keep it going, though. I think I rewound it too far.
White and they act like the furious Madchild, and I'm sick as white boy in my pickup truck. Shotguns, my girl's money, I'm a firecracker, we lit it up. We just living our best life, don't wrap us up some wax scandal. Beer and blood on a white beater, jacked up on Jack Daniels. Get my chicken at Colonel Sanders, judge me and I'll backhand him. Tom, pass me that red mask and I'll beat his with an axe handle. Call us white trash, like we're someone they know. Call us white trash, like we care when we go. Is it white trash? You be happy and broke. Then I'm white trash, but I'm not alone. White trash, drinking beer till the night past. White trash, light a fire if it's cold.
As he's saying, you know, like, you call him white trash, he's not alone. You know, there's a lot of people that is in the same boat as him, you know, like, but at the end of the day, everyone deserves to exist and to have a voice and to be represented and to be treated fairly and equally, you know, and stereotypes suck, most importantly. They really do. Labels, stereotypes.
Light a fire if it's cold. White trash, we don't wanna be high class. White trash, with a heart made of gold. Call us white trash, like we're someone they know. Call us white trash, like we care when we go. Is it white trash?
It's like calling white trash like we care but we don't. It's like, you know, it's like, you just because you say that, what, you think you're hurting our feelings? You know, like, we don't care what you say. We don't care what you think. You know, and that's how everyone should be. You know, when people are throwing sticks and stones and saying all these negative things, man, rise above it. Just don't let it freaking bring you down. Don't let it break your rhythm. Don't let it freaking turn you into the ugly person that those people are that are saying and doing those things. Rise above it and just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna stay in my lane. If you don't like it, then go. There's the door. Just go. Come on now.
Is it white trash? You be happy and broke. Then I'm white trash.
It's funny you said happy and broke. It's like, man, white trash. I'm happy and broke. I don't care. Like, you know, there's something about, you could have all the money in the world, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make you happy. But I think there's a happiness in coming to terms with who you are as a person and know that you're grounded in that authenticness. And whether you have $5 or $5,000, when you're comfortable in your own skin, that makes you actually one of the most richest people in the freaking planet, because you found that thing that a lot of people search for and never find. Whew.
Then I'm white trash, but I'm not alone.
Nova shot the video. Shout out to Nova as well. She freaking be hooking up these videos. In case you guys don't know, Nova freaking is Tom's other half. They're a dynamic duo. And guys, she does the videos, he creates the music beats. Shout out to everyone on this track though. Tom MacDonald, Madchild, freaking everyone who had a part of it. It's a dope song, dope production. Just quality, man. You know, I like songs that actually have substance and meaning, and Tom does it better than anyone else, because he's not afraid to just speak it like it is and just say what a lot of people think, but they're too afraid to say. That's kind of one of the things I think about Trump, you know, like a lot of things that Trump says, like some of the things he says, like, you know, he'll tweet something that's probably sounds a bit ridiculous, but some of the things that Trump actually says, it's like probably things that a lot of people think, but they're just too afraid to say. But Trump has no filter, and he'll just say it, you know what I'm saying? He's like, we should build a wall and do this because the freaking blah 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 blahs. And even if a lot of it that he's saying may not necessarily be based on truth or fact or whatever, it's just his opinion, he's grounded in his truth of what he feels. I'm not defending Trump, and I'm not defending anybody, but I'm just saying that at the end of the day, there is something to be said about people who actually, like Tom, who say the things that we need to hear so that we can actually spark discussion, so that we can start thinking about it and coming together as a community, coming together as a people, as a freaking culture, and the whole planet, basically, as just a whole planet. Let's just say people. I don't want to make this like come together as Americans and this and that. You know, I try to look at things on a global scale, because this is not just things that only happen in one certain part of the world. No matter where you're at, you may experience this in some different varying degree. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that the positive, even though it's like taking something that is a negative and trying to turn it into a positive, you know what I mean? If you can actually bring awareness to things, it sparks discussion. Otherwise, it stays swept under the rug and people turn a blind eye to it, out of sight, out of mind. So when Trump tweets something that might seem a little controversial, or says something a bit controversial, when Tom MacDonald might say something that seems controversial, number one question I want to ask you guys is, are you only looking at the surface, or are you looking deeper to try to find the real meaning of what's being said? Number two, I want to ask you is, are you allowing that to spark conversation where you're like, you know what, that is, and whether it's a negative point or a positive point, you go, this is something that we need to address. So do you start going out there and trying to create and implement change? Because change can't happen unless people are actively trying to create change. And so if you want to see a change in the world, then become that change you want to see in the world. You know, start talking about it. Start talking about it. Start having dialogue. You know, start letting people know how you feel. You know, this is great, because people always, you know, I feel like sometimes I feel things are a little one-sided. You know, I feel like there's always this thing, like, people are quick to think, for example, me being black, I can kind of see this. It's like, when you think of racism and discrimination and stuff in the States, a lot of times the first thing that comes to people's minds is that, oh, black people. You know what I mean? And this may not be everywhere, and it might not be in every situation, but it's kind of one of those stereotype the word I want to use, but it's kind of one of those things, right, where instantly racism in America it's kind of a lot of times one side where you think black people. You know, then you might think of Mexicans or Hispanics or something like that. But there is also white people who are discriminated against and who also experience racism, but you don't tend to think about it sometimes, but it does happen. I think Tom is bringing awareness to that as well. I think he's like, look, you know, it's not just black people, it's not just, you know, even gay people. That's another thing. The gay community, you know, there's so many guys, isn't there? So basically, how about we all just wake up? How about we all just wake up and try to make this planet a better place for everybody and treat everyone equally with the same amount of love, the same amount of respect. Let everyone's voice be heard. Can we do that? Can we do that? Can we try that? I think it's possible. Come on. Let's do it, guys. Spread the word. Let your voice be heard. Anyways, I'm gonna get deep and I'll keep going on. This will be a freaking as you guys know, 2-hour video or something. Much love to all of you guys. Let's start doing things to make this planet a better place and let everyone's voice be heard and everyone treated fairly regardless of your color of your skin. I love you guys. Remember to live each moment to the fullest and keep it off tap. We're out.